Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. My name's Chelsea with Down Memory Lane. Hi there. Today we are going to be hopping on to create some fabulous things from our printable set. And what is better than jumping ahead to summertime when it's dreary and cold outside? So today I have our August set. This is our August set of printables. When you purchase them for $7.99, you're going to get all of the files that you see right here emailed to you for you to print and to set up your layouts over and over again as many times as you want. So what does our August one come with? All of these printables right here. Like I said, they will be emailed to you and then you can print them on your home computer or at a print shop, whatever floats your boat. So you're going to get 2 sets of ephemera. We have this set right here, which you can hand cut, you can cut on your Cricut, or you can cut on your Silhouette machine. And same with this one. We have 2 different sets. This one is kind of like step 1, so if you want to get just easy cuts, simple things, this is a really great one to start with, and then you can try this one out as well. I am going to be using this one today to create some layouts. On Friday, I'll hop back and we'll do this one together so you can see them all in action, but we're going to start with this one. So you will get 2 sets of ephemera sheets that are reprintable as many times as you want, and you will also get instruction sheets for each one of those sets that you can use to create layouts with. So each one will have a full color photo. You will also get a list of items you can pull from your stash. So shop your stash, shop your craft room. You'll be able to go in and pull out any of the pieces you need. You do not have to match colors exactly. We give you kind of a starting point, but anything that you have in your stash is gonna work, right? So you're gonna pull those things out of your stash, use the layout instructions to cut those pieces, and then put them together. So we're gonna start with this one today. That's what we're gonna be doing. I have started by pulling out some of the items from my stash. I've started putting together some of the pieces, but I am gonna hand cut these this morning to show you how easy it is. So once you purchase this you get for $7.99, you get the entire set for August. You're going to go right here to downmemorylanebox.com. You'll get some items sent to your email, and that's where you can print them out and start creating. So you'll print out your ephemera sheet. This is one of the ephemera sheets included. You will print this out on your home printer using about 65-pound cardstock. That's what we used in our printer, and it cuts out beautifully. And then if you want to, you can print out the instruction sheet, or you can just leave that on your screen to reference. So I am going to hand cut these. When you purchase the set, you're going to get the pieces to hand cut if you want to, but you will also get files to use a Silhouette machine or a Cricut machine if you want to print them and cut them out with your machines. So all 3 sets for hand cutting, Silhouette, and for Cricut are going to be included in that $7.99. I'm hand cutting them this morning so you can see how easy it is to do. It's going to be super fast, and you're going to be able to create gorgeous layouts using these ephemera pieces and items from your stash. So I am just going to cut these up right now so you can see how simple they are. A lot of the ones in this set, because remember you get 2 sets for $7.99, but a lot of the ones in this set right here that I'm cutting have straight lines. So you can use your scissors, you can use a paper trimmer, whatever you want to if you're going to be hand cutting. But if you have a Silhouette machine or a Cricut machine, you can also use the files to have your machine cut them for you. So it's totally up to you. Hand cut, machine cut, whatever you want to do. And for $7.99, you're going to get all 3. So if you want to hand cut one day, maybe you're going to a crop and you want to have something simple to do so that you can chit chat with your friends and feel productive, you can print them out and hand cut them. But if you are at home and you're like, I want to get a lot of stuff done and use your machine, you can do that as well. All of those files are included in that $7.99 price. So you can just use them however you want to. So these were designed to make it as easy as possible for you to create layouts for a very, very affordable price. So one of the things that we've heard from our customers a lot, especially lately, is that you guys have so much stuff in your stash, right? You've got pattern paper, you've got cardstock, and so it's like, oh, the frugal part of us, the conservative part of us wants to use those items, right, before we just purchase more and more things. And I totally get that. I have a big stack of stuff in my craft room as well that is always staring me in the face. And so we thought, hey, what if we can create something where we can give you the pieces that you might be missing, or we can do the hard work by designing the layouts, and you can just go into your stash, what you already have, what you've already spent your money on, and you can use that stuff. We can collaborate and create some things together. So that's where these printables were born. You can, they're $7.99, which is such a steal of a deal, especially for 2 sets of ephemera and 2 instruction sheets. All of that is $7.99. And so you can purchase it just one time, and then you can use it as many times as you want. So once you own those files, you can print them over and over. So whereas if you are, let's say you're doing 3 different albums for 3 of your kids, right? And you want them all to be the same. Normally you'd have to buy 3 different sets, right? If you wanted to do this August kit, you'd have to buy 3 different sets of them. So whatever the price is times 3. But with these printables, you only have to purchase it once. So one time for $7.99, and you can print them 3 times. You can print them 4 times. You can print them 100 times. It doesn't matter. So these are really, really great for affordability. They're awesome for using up things in your stash. A lot of the pieces and colors that you're going to need are not even full 12 by 12. So obviously you need a full 12 by 12 for your background sheets, but almost every other color is less than a 12 by 12 needed. I would say all of them in this one for sure. So you just need a few scraps. You do not have to match the color exactly. So if you don't have this like pinky red color in your stash, don't worry. You just need to pick a color that you have that will work. So if you've got a darker red, you can pick a darker red. If you have a full-on pink, you can pick pink. If you have green and you like that, you can pick green. So whatever you have in your stash will work. That's how these are designed to operate. So you don't have to match the exact colors. Pick something close, or flex your creative muscles and pick something else. Whatever you've got. So I am just hand cutting these today. When you purchase them, you're going to get 3 different cut files for 3 different options. So all of them, you'll get all of them for that $7.99. One of them is a PDF file, which is what I used to print these on our printer, and I am hand cutting them. So if you are going to hand cut them, the PDF is what you're going to use. So that is included in the files. If you are going to use a machine, those files are also included. Even if you don't have a machine right now, but maybe you get one in the future for a birthday or a holiday, you'll still have those files. So you can just open up that email, find those files, and use them if you decide to use a machine. Or maybe you have a friend who has a machine and you want to try out using it. You'll have those files so you can test it out. So you'll get silhouette files to use on a silhouette machine if you have one of those. If you have a Cricut machine, you'll get a PNG. So the PNG can be pulled into your Cricut design space. On the bottom of every one of the instruction sheets, there's information for resizing. So the Cricut PNG will come in very large, and we do that so that the quality of the cut and print are really good. So it'll come in large, but then on the bottom of that instruction sheet, we tell you what we resized ours to get the correct sizes. So it's very easy. You pull in the PNG, you resize it, you print it through your Cricut, and then you can have your Cricut cut it out for you. So lots of different options with these. I personally really like hand cutting. It's so easy. You just print out the sheet, grab your trusty scissors, and go to town. I am almost done cutting all of these pieces. I mean, I feel like we literally just started. I'm almost done cutting all the pieces, and then we're just going to put it together. It's very, very simple. The nice thing about it too is that, let's say you're going on a crop, or maybe you're going somewhere, you're visiting family, and you want to bring some of your scrapbook supplies. You don't have to lug a whole bunch of stuff. All you need is some printed out pieces. So you can print out a couple of sheets of ephemera, and you need your scissors. That's it. And you can cut the pieces, get some really great ephemera cut out, and then you can just create. You can do like I did, where you pull these pieces early. So you look at your instruction sheet, pull out the items you need from your stash. You can get them cut ahead of time, and you can just bring them along in a little bag, like a little, you're almost making your own little kit, but you're using stuff that you've already purchased. That's one of my favorite things. I have so much stuff, you guys. If I go through my craft room, I have a lot of things, lots of patterns, lots of cardstock, lots of little bits and pieces, like small photo mat size stuff. And so it's hard to use that. It's hard to be motivated to figure out how to put it all together and make a layout. And so this makes it super easy, because we're giving you the theme, we're giving you all the ephemera that is going to pull it all together and make it all cute. And then all I got to do is follow the instructions, grab what I need, and I can create super quickly. So one thing that I like to tell everyone is that color matching is not required. You don't have to have these exact tones in your stash. You don't have to. If you want to pull out the exact tones, you certainly can. If you want to take the sheet and head to a local store that has cardstock and match it exactly, that is also fine. But all you need to do is pay attention to like lightness and darkness. So here it'll say medium red, medium blue, and then there's light red, light blue. So all you need to do is make sure that you have a light red and a light blue, and you're good to go. It doesn't have to be the exact colors, because you just want the contrast between the two. So I have all of my pieces cut out. Look how easy that was. That was so fast. So we're going to put together our layout. We're going to start one side and then go to the other. So I'm just going to move aside our little pieces here. Gonna move these aside. I have already started putting some of our stuff together. So we've got our photo mats. So we're going to put those down first. I really like to put photo mats down first. It lets me put everything exactly where I want it. So we've got our little swimming pool blue one there. We have this cute little pink and peachy pink down here. Love the yellows also. Doesn't that just make you so excited for the sunshine? We never get enough sunshine in the summertime or in the winter time. So it's nice to have a little sun, even if it's artificial and it's paper. Hello, Lori. So there we go. We've got our photo mats down. Now we're going to get our pieces here. So we have our awesome August title that we just hand cut. Okay. So we're going to put that in. Look at how fun that is. What a blast. So fun. We have our summer vibes. Now I've put this on a little white piece just to kind of give it a little bit extra dimension. Now I am not going to curve the corners. I'm just going to leave it pointy or like the hard edge. But if you wanted to, you could curve in those corners as well. Look at that. Summer vibes. So much fun. And then we have a couple other pieces here too. So we've got our little water droplet. We have a couple of sets of flip-flops. If I can pick it up here. And then we have our cooling off words. So we're gonna put those down too. Now, if I was doing this with my photos, I would put my photos down first before putting these on here, but we're just putting the layouts together, so we're gonna show them this way. But if you're doing this with your photos, I would put your photos down first before putting these. But look at that. Isn't that so fun? All the good fun vibes. Makes me want to have a pool party. Got our cooling off down here. There we go. One side. So fast. Now we're going to do the other one. So I'm going to move a couple of these aside here. We've got our photo mats that I have already cut using the instruction sheet. So we're going to start putting those on. This is just such a fun one. I feel like I can hear the music, taste the margaritas of the lemonade. It just makes me really long for summertime. Got a lot of fun in this one. Okay, so there we go. We got our photo mats, and then isn't this just the cutest little thing? Look at those adorable little fruit having a pool party. I love them. So they are very excited. Very, very excited to party with you. Keeping cool in that pool. There we go. Now we're just going to place our pieces down. So we have our little swim. We have our swim banner and a couple of other fun things. So we're going to start with that beach ball. Adorable. Look at that. I really love the colors in this one. I'm very much a bright and bold kind of person. I do love I love pastels. I love, like warm tones, but there is something about bright colors that just makes me really happy. We have sun and fun. I'm gonna put that one right here. And then we have our swim banner. Swim. So I like to start with one side and go the opposite way. So we're just going to start with this M because it's easiest to line up with the side. So we have M up here. Swim. Oops, not all the way. There we go. There's our M. I. With those bright, fun rainbow colors too. Isn't that just awesome? Feels like a little pool floaty. There's our W. And we have our S for swim. There we go. Look at how quick and easy that was. So fun. So we started with this sheet right here. This is what we started with. This sheet of ephemera, and our instruction sheet. So we printed this out on our 65-pound cardstock. You watched me hand cut these, and then we used our instruction sheet by pulling the items from our stash listed. I pre-cut those, so you didn't watch me cut them, but we cut those and then put them together to create this little masterpiece. Isn't it fantastic? So when you purchase the August set, you're going to get the files to print these, but there is more. You're also going to get the files to print these. So both of these are included in August. This set of ephemera and this instruction sheet, we'll be putting these together Friday morning. And you will also get these, which we just did. So all of those pieces are included. You're going to be able to create two-page layouts and have infinite printing ability for these ephemera pieces for $7.99. It's pretty awesome. That's right here at downmemorylanebox.com. I'm going to put one more together for you today since this went so fast. This is the August set. Oh, thanks, Rhonda. So this is the August set. It is available right now on downmemorylanebox.com. If you go there, you're going to log in, create an account using an email you're going to check. Okay, that is super duper important because that is how you're going to receive your files. And then once you're logged in, then you can set up your account, and then, oh, I'm sorry, no, you're going to log in. I'm doing two things at once here. You're going to log in, and then at the top of the page, you're going to see the Printables section. So you click Printables, and then you will see all of the months. So January through December are available. You can purchase all of those. They're $7.99 each, and then you get all of the files emailed to you, so you can then print and use them as many times as you want. So purchase once for all of the files to print these, and then you can print them over and over and over, create as much stuff with your craft room scraps and stash as you can. So we're going to do this one together, the July one. This is the July counterpart of the August one we just did. And then at the end, we'll go through and I will show you all of the ones we've done so far, because we have done January through August. So July, I have pre-printed this. So I pulled it up out of my email, printed this file. I always rough cut the pieces before I hand cut them in detail. It just makes it so much more manageable. So I'm going to do that really quickly. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be anything special. You just cut around them so you can get into those corners and things easily. Now this one is one of the two sets you're going to get for July. The other, this is the set that is very, very simple to do. So if you are just kind of getting your feet wet, maybe you haven't done a whole lot of hand cutting before, this is a really, really good one to start with, because a lot of the pieces are straight lines. So you could use a paper trimmer if you wanted to. So like this is just a 4x4, so you could use a paper trimmer, or you can just get really used to cutting, hand cutting with your scissors. You don't have to have any special equipment. This is not any particularly special scissors. This is just my favorite scrapbooking scissors. So this is a Cutter Bee. It's my favorite. But any scissors that you normally use for scrapbooking will work. You just use it. Pretend you're in first grade and you're working on your cutting. Someone told us recently that they had their grandchild help them cut all the pieces out, and I was like, that is the sweetest thing. And what a fun way to share that tradition of scrapbooking with your grandkids. That's beautiful. Oh, Lori, that's so wonderful. Lori said she's purchased them all and she's learning to download them to her Cricut. That's so great. Yes, so when you purchase them, you're going to get the files to hand cut, but you're also going to get files to use on a Cricut and Silhouette machine if you want to. So if you have a machine and you'd like to learn to use it, this is a great opportunity. But if you already know how to use it, even easier. But you don't have to have a machine. So if you would like to hand cut, or if you have a machine and you're like, you know what, I think hand cutting is very relaxing. Me too, you can do it. It's super nice and easy. So we have more great things. Look at this. I love this one. 4th of July. I was just chatting with my friends this morning in my messenger group with my friends. We were just talking about July and how it's like the best month because it's warm. There's like lots of fun events. It's the middle of summer. You're the furthest away from winter. Lots of sun, long days. It's beautiful. And here we are definitely celebrating our 4th of July with our July set. But like I said, we have January through December. We've already put together January through July. So I will show you at the end here. I will flip back through. You can kind of see all of the layouts that we've done together, January through July, so you can see them in real life. I guess it's still through a screen, but not digitally anyway. And then for probably the rest of February, I will be hopping on lots of mornings, not every morning, but lots of mornings, to put together the rest of them so you can see how gorgeous they are. And if you think they are beautiful right here through your screen, imagine what it's going to look like when you get them in your hands. They're going to be even better. We always say that. We're like, man, if we can just get our kits into people's hands, they are going to realize how gorgeous and how easy they are. Because that's how we design them, right? Our motto here at Down Memory Lane is quick, easy, and affordable scrapbooking. And I really feel like these printables hit all of those buttons. We want it to be quick. You are watching me in real time cut these out, and you can see how easy this is. It's quick. It's easy. This is so easy. I am sitting here talking away to you and cutting these out at the same time, and it is a breeze. It's also super easy to just open those up out of your email. You're going to open those files up, print them out. Ta-da! You've got gorgeous ephemera in your hand. And affordable. Now that is the absolute best part of these. So these files for 2 sets of ephemera and 2 sets of layout instruction sheets for $7.99. That is the most affordable product that we have. $7.99. That's amazing just off the bat, even just for one set of them. But the best part, you guys, is that you get them once the files are emailed to you. You can use them over and over. You can print these out as many times as you want. So if you want to do multiple layouts for multiple albums, if you want to do multiple layouts for multiple years, maybe you want to do a set of these every year so that you can have like a full album of each year, you can do that. And you don't have to purchase them again. You purchase them once and you can do them over and over and over again. They are fantastic. Plus, how many of you have a spouse or even yourself who are like, okay, you've got a lot of stuff. You need to use it before you buy more things. Does that sound familiar? Because it sounds like my house. And so that was one of the biggest driving forces with creating these printables. We have heard from so many of you how you'd like to learn to use your stash. You've got a lot of stuff. You want to use it, but you don't necessarily know how, or you don't have the time, things like that. Lots of things get in the way of scrapbooking. We get it. That's part of the reason why we try to make things so easy and so simple and quick. And so with this option, you not only get to save cash by paying $7.99 once for multiple layout files and the ability to do them a million times, you also get to use up your stash. You've spent the money on your stash. It is sitting there. It is waiting for you. Sometimes I look at my stash like I look at the toys in Toy Story, you know, and it's like, oh, I bought you wanting to use you. I'm so sorry that you're just sitting there on the shelf. I kind of get a little bit emotional, like, I promise you're good enough to use, you know? That When Somebody Loved Me song from Toy Story 2 with Jessie, when she's talking about the little girl who stopped playing with her. Sometimes I feel like that about my scrapbooking supplies. It's like, I promise I'll get to you at some point, and then I never do, because life, right? Life gets in the way. Or when I do want to sit down and create, I don't have a ton of time or even necessarily the bandwidth to figure out what I'm going to do with it. So when something like this comes along and I can just follow the instructions and use the things that I have, oh my goodness, 100% sign me up. It saves me a lot of money. It saves me a lot of time. And then I don't have to hear that sad song from Toy Story playing in my head, mocking me, right? Yes, and if you're wondering, I do know that my scrapbook products are not, they don't have consciousness. They are inanimate objects. But still, We love them, right? So I'm almost done cutting out our July set. We just did August before this, so if you're jumping on a little bit late, that is okay. You are still seeing some great stuff. But I also just did August. So once we're done here with the live video, I'll post this on our Facebook page. You can just click the down memory lane. It'll take you to our Facebook page, and you can see the August video, or the August that we did before. I'll show it to you at the end here so you can see it also. But in the past few weeks, I have been doing lots of these videos. So we have done January through July. We just started August today. So you can click that down memory lane, go to our main Facebook page, or you can search down memory lane in Facebook and click it to go to our main page, and you can see the videos that we've already done. And if you are ready to jump in, if you're like, yeah, I love this, I have a lot of stuff in my stash and I want to use it, go right here, downmemorylanebox.com, click the Printables tab, get them. They will be delivered to your email today, so you can start creating today. So we started with this one. That's our sheet that we started with. I just hand cut all of that. We're going to use our instruction sheets. I've already started pulling some items. I've already started by pulling items out of my stash so we can just put them together. So we've got our photo mats. We're going to put those down. And here's the fun part. You get to take your work, your hand cut or machine cut pieces, whichever you so desire, and you get to put it together. And you guys, it's going to come together so fast. So we're doing July right now. We have January through December available. Yes, I will be doing videos for all of them. We have already done January up through, well, we just did our first August one today, but we will be doing the rest of August through December as well. So you'll be able to see all of them. But if you also want to see the layouts right now, if you want to see the layouts and the ephemera that you get for each month, those are listed on that website. So if you go there and you click January, you can scroll through and you'll see the ephemera and you will see the pieces, you'll see the layouts that you're going to create with them so you can get a good idea of it. And at the end here, I will also show you those layouts so you can see with your own eyes what we have done. So I've got, trying to pick up these stars. My fingers don't want to work. So we have a couple stars. We have our little fireworks. So here we go. One of the things that happened in one of the videos I did, I made a mistake and I cut through a piece. And so in anything else where you buy it once, it's like a one and done kit, or it's you buy one thing. If you make a mistake, like putting adhesive on the wrong side, how many times have I done that? It's like, oh shoot, I ruined it. But with these, since they are printables and you, once you own them, they're yours, you can print them again. So if you make a mistake, no big deal. You just pull out the files, print them again, and you're all good. So we've got a couple of photo mats on this side. Here we go. Ta-da! Got that lovely one. It's a lot of red, white, and blue, as it should be, with July layouts. There we go. Whoops, get our scissors out of there. See, this comes together so fast. So we have our red, white, and blue 4x4 card on here. It will tell you what color you need to use as a background, and then you just cut it 1/4 of an inch wider on each side. So this is just a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And we've got our little red, white, and cute. Isn't that adorable? Red, white, and cute. I think it is. I think it's so cute. And then we've got our other pieces. We have family fun. We're going to get that one. July is full of so much family fun. We're here in Wisconsin, so we really make the most of all of our summer months, and so it's a lot of time spent at the lake, out at the swimming pool, dinners outside, just constantly outside in July. So much family fun. Okay, we have our little banners here too, USA. So we're going to start, I like to start on this end and just work my way backwards. So we're going to do our little cute little banner here. There's one. We have A for USA. There's number 2. Oh, I almost put the U down. There's the S. Now, I eyeball things. If you are somebody who likes to measure them out, you certainly can and get them perfectly aligned. I don't. I have never done one and been like, oh my goodness, that's so crazy off. It's close enough. It's homemade, right? Okay, so there it is. There's our July set. Isn't that so fun? So we have our set. This is what we started with. We printed this out. Printed this one out too. I hand cut this page and used those ephemera on this sheet. We pulled the items from our stash, cut them, and put together our beautiful layout. So that is July, one half of it. Here's the other half that you get for that $7.99. You get another set of ephemera and layouts. Here's the other one. We just did this yesterday together. We just did our other July set. So there's the other set. Isn't that so fun? So we have like a picnicky theme, very fun. And then we have our patriotic July. Amazing. Let's look at August because we did that one together. Let's take a peek at our August one. So we just did this one in the beginning. Isn't that amazing? It's so fun. August. So here are the pieces that we used to start out. And then here's the second set. We'll be doing this one on Friday together. So you have 2 sets of ephemera for August and 2 sets of instruction sheets for 2 layouts. So there is August. Now let's go back through and look at all the ones that we've done previously. So we did July. There's that one set. Okay, that's layout 1. Here's layout 2 for July. June is also a ton of fun. So we have June, lots of beachy vibes and fun treats. This is also June. We have May. We get into these gorgeous colors in May. Absolutely love these. Now you are seeing these put together. This is the final product once you print out your files and you pull the items from your stash. So this is the final product that you'll create with those printables. All of these are available right now. For $7.99, you get the printables and the instruction sheets for both layouts. So all you need to do then is print them out, pull the cardstock from your stash that is in the description, and put them together. So they're at downmemorylanebox.com. When you set up your account, make sure you use an email you're going to check because that is how you will receive your printables. Save that email because that's how you're going to access those printables in the future as well, because not only do you get the printables to print out and create one set of layouts, you can create as many sets as you want. Once you own the files, you can print and print and print. So purchase once, use over and over and over again. So January through December is available right now. We have done all the way through our first set of August together. I'll be back again on Friday to do our second set of August, but head over there, check them out, purchase your files, get started creating today. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Bye.